Hi, we're Signs of Life. I'm Sebastian.
I'm Francis.
I'm Adam.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Mike.
Thanks for checking out.
How did you all meet?
We met December of 2009. Well, for the most part. I knew Mike before this all started, and Mike knew Aaron before this all started. But for the most part, we all met, and in December of 2009, him and I and our friends started the band. And as we went along, we just kind of picked everybody up.
We needed another guitarist, and I knew Aaron, so I called him up, and then he came over, and it worked out right away. So that was kind of really lucky. It was good.
Yeah, we started off the band with Luke Jenner, and then that's when Francis came in.
Yeah. I went to high school with Luke, and he was in the band when I was in high school with him, and you know, I've jammed with him before prior to Signs of Life, and he was going to school in Iowa, and he was kind enough to really recommend me to take his spot and have fun with these guys, and probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
When did you start playing?
Well, I started playing guitar at 7th grade. We had a little class in junior high, and at that Christmas I got an electric guitar. I started playing guitar though, but then I started playing bass around junior year of high school because I couldn't play guitar well.
With the piano, I've been playing for almost 11 years. Didn't want to go into piano back in 1st grade. Thought it'd be a waste of time, but I'm glad my mom pushed me into doing it. As for voice, I've been singing all my life. Haven't really had any special lessons on voice. I've just been doing it ever since I was born. So.
I started playing guitar on February 14th, 2005, and everything else kind of followed. So,
I've been playing guitar for about 6 years, but music's been a big part of my life. Just generally, I've been in choir since I was in elementary school and stuff like that. And I've just grown up with music. And, yeah.
I've been playing drums for about 6 years. I got my drum set in 8th grade. We just called up my uncle, and he's like, "Hey, I got one in my living room. Come."
If you guys could play with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, right now, my favorite living band is the Foo Fighters, and it'd be a dream of mine to play with them. Dead? I don't know. There's too many good dead bands. That's a toughie for me.
My biggest influences would be like U2, Muse, or Mute Math. It'd be cool to actually play or talk, even just talk with those guys. That'd be awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 14.
1, 2, 3, 14! What? I would play with Led Zeppelin and My Chemical Romance and, ironically, John Mayer.
He took mine.
No,
well,
No,
I really love Coldplay. Watching them live on YouTube, because I haven't seen them live yet.
Chris Martin.
They just seem like such a fun band, and their music just makes everyone happy, you know? So I'd want to play with them. John Mayer, it'd be cool to have him on guitar on stage and me on the piano. Coldplay and John Mayer.
Okay, if I were to play bass for a band, it would be probably the Red Hot Chili Peppers, because that's one of the first stuff I started listening to when learning the bass, and the Flea is just an animal. Play guitar though, it'd probably be Paramore, because I mean they have no more guitar player, and they just have so much fun, and I already learned all this stuff for fun, but so good stuff.
What is your favorite day of the week and why?
they've all been really good to me. So, they're all really nice.
All the days of the week.
Yeah, all the days of the week have been very nice. So, I can't pick one. They're all just so phenomenal.
That's great.
I'm a little different. Not all are very good to me. I like to stay out a little late sometimes, and not everything is open very late. So I probably have to pick on Friday being my favorite day of the week, just because things stay open later.
Well,
Saturday.
you have to spend the same amount of time with each one.
Saturday.
You can't treat anyone differently.
But Friday treats me better.
Friday's a slut.
Friday is a slut.
My favorite day of the week and why is I like Thursdays because I get paid on Thursdays. Only every other Thursday. The one in between sucks.
So you only like every other
Thursday. And I like Saturday now because that's my day off and I get to sleep in.
Yeah. Saturdays.
Oh!
Fridays.
Sure.
Because we're just looking forward for the weekend. So,
What is the best advice you would give someone who's trying to be a performer?
Have good management skills.
which is what we're working on this summer.
Yeah.
Right? Right, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best advice I would give is a lot of people pick up the guitar or the drums or bass or piano or whatever, and they try out for a couple months and they give up because they say, I suck and I'm not good at it. And I always tell them, like my little cousin, you know, you're not going to be good right away. You just got to keep working it, and then eventually you'll be better and better. And who knows, you can join a band.
Practice, practice,
That's,
practice.
Yeah,
that's it. Practice.
You gotta really work. Like, being in a band is not easy. It's hard work. Even though it's really fun, like, people, like, it makes it look easy to the crowd or whatever, but really, like, we're working really hard to write songs and keeping our skills up. And
It honestly is like a full-time job now.
Yeah.
Every day I'm doing something, whatever I can. I'm spending at least 2 or 3 hours a day trying to figure something out. But you realize as you're practicing, like all the hours you put in practicing and working, it is a job. So you really have to be able to manage what you're doing with your time.
but it's all worth it as
Yeah.
long as you
Very.
really love music.
If it's your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations to become a musician and to perform, you won't let anything stop you, and you'll do whatever it takes.
Like all the other guys said before, this band is kind of like a full-time job. We work so hard to write these songs and put them on albums and try and get shows to, you know, show our music to other people around the area. But as soon as you reach that stage, the best advice I'd give to others is to just let go. You want to be, with shows, you want to be the band that's
Your most embarrassing moment.
On stage?
I'd say, yeah, let's
Yeah.
look at it on stage.
On stage.
I'd say our first attempt at Ready Boys.
Rain.
Rain?
Rain.
What?
Rain.
Our song "Rain," when we first tried to play it in
Where?
concert, it
At the rave.
Oh, you
the
went to
rave in
Francis.
Milwaukee, and
Okay.
it was
That
just
pretty
awful.
good.
Everything fell apart. And
I
Adam, you had another funny story.
Oh, this was.
The first show we ever played, I had an amp.
This was a tiny venue.
Yeah, we were at
Stage
this
left
little-
cafe.
It
It was a cafe.
was the size of your bedroom, believe it or not.
So the stage was about like 5 feet by 4 feet or something like that.
It was like this big. Alright. So we turned the amp up way too loud and didn't realize it, so when I started playing guitar, I pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we have a recording of it, and you can tell, like, right when I come in, everybody in the band goes,
Oh my god!
right at the amp, like, ah!
And then
So-
our bassist was laughing and.
It was phenomenal. It
That
was
was-
just phenomenal.
No regrets. No regrets.
A little bit of regret.
Yeah, a little regret, but no regrets.
Oh, and when your
Yeah, I
string
wasn't
broke,
even there, so.
When your string broke at stage left for your acoustic
Oh, yeah,
It
for
show.
your-
happened a
acoustic
few
show.
times, so it's
We-
not even embarrassing anymore.
We've learned some lessons from these experiences, right? Always bring extra guitars, check your amp volume, and rehearse your song before you go on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.